Alright, just a part 2 video to the video I just uploaded. Right there. I'm very proud of that thumbnail. And the title of it right now is, I don't know what the title is. I genuinely don't know what the title is. Maybe in the future, that video along with this one, which I'll probably just say I don't know what the title of this part 2 tentatively. But yeah, I just want to do a quick part 2 video to that. Because my stupid phone decided to cut me off, and it's past midnight now, of course. I was like, okay, I pretty much got everything I wanted, and then I was like, oh crap, I forgot about that one thing, and I was like, oh man, and I was like, okay, I'll just make it part 2, Obviously, it was improvised in the moment, but I think you're gonna want to hear this. And I wrote down these notes, okay? Improvised, but at least with notes this time. Alright, so writing the show, honestly, huge coping mechanism. John Cena, so obviously you shouldn't watch this video if you haven't seen part 1, John Cena, my favorite wrestler of all time. I'm a Make-A-Wish kid. I met him. He was the nicest dude ever. Is the nicest dude ever. The current Intercontinental Champion as well. So, who knows, maybe this will be looked back on and he came back to the ring. That would be amazing. But, big coping mechanism for me writing this show, because he is retiring from WWE next month. 2 more matches, and that's it. But writing this show, it's a huge coping mechanism for me. And certainly makes it a lot easier. And it's like, wow, what an awesome thing this would be. So yeah, huge coping mechanism for John Cena retiring from WWE, the greatest of all time, Grand Slam champion, won the most world titles of all time. Yep, he's the greatest of all time. And speaking of John Cena, just right off the bat, because there could be certain people out there who become huge fans of the show, and yes, I do have a title for it as well, but I don't want to reveal it just yet. I don't want someone to freaking steal this from me, so that's why I'm being quite vague about the show right now. If there are John Cena haters out there, and when I say haters, I mean those who unnecessarily have been chanting, John Cena sucks, and those who literally bully other people for being fans of John Cena. It's different if, you watch John Cena wrestle and his work just genuinely doesn't connect with you, but you're not bullying anyone about it. I'm just not a fan. And it's okay for others to be a big fan of us. If you're that, fair enough. All good, no harm done. For the nasty ass haters who just bully people who love John Cena and all that, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I don't care how much you love the show, fuck you, okay? You're not a freaking fan in my eyes. I literally create the show, and you can kiss my ass, okay? Unless you change that shitty mindset, admit how much of a fucking asshole you were for bullying Cena fans, etc. Then maybe, I don't know, but I mean that shit. All right, this is like Kurt Cobain. I think it was Incesticide. He wrote on the back of the CD for that album release for Nirvana. Something like, if you hate minorities or women or something like that, don't buy the CD. I don't care if you like me. I hate you. Same thing for me here for John Cena haters. And you probably believe that bullshit about the record as well. Imagine being that much of a sore fucking loser. Anyway, enough about that. I've said my piece, you know. And the show is definitely inspired by a lot of things. It's inspired by Sopranos. It's inspired by Martin Scorsese stuff, Quentin Tarantino stuff, etc. But I do have casts in mind for a lot of the characters already. Obviously John Cena. He's my main one, and this is actually my grandfather's phone. He's Mark Sr., and this phone is slow. I don't know why it's so slow, but I'm gonna try and search it up for reference. You guys, but yeah, Quentin Tarantino. Speaking of him, there was like a thing that came out about Quentin Tarantino where, like, Pulp Fiction, like the script for Pulp Fiction, which, by the way, I've been rewatching a lot lately. And I understand that movie a lot more now as an adult, you know, because when I was a kid, there was a lot of lines that I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. But where Quentin Tarantino, like, he sent in the script of Pulp Fiction, and he had like lists of like actors he wanted to play for roles. Right here, you could just search up Quentin Tarantino Pulp Fiction Dreamcast to get this stuff, by the way. Where he wrote down lists of actors who he wanted for roles, you know, in the show. And in the movie, sorry, I'm thinking about my own show. I'm doing the same thing. I would show you, but I wrote character names down. I don't want people ripping off my character names. But I did the same thing. John Cena, obviously, my top choice to play the main character. He is who I'm fighting for hard as hell to be the main character. I do have a list of, they're very far behind John Cena, but just in case, those are like emergency alternative castings. Hopefully won't have to get to those. Some alternatives I have on there are The Rock, he's one of them. I doubt he'd be an alternative over John. Dave Bautista, I think that's how it's pronounced actually. He's another one. Nicolas Cage, I don't think he'd take it, to be honest. But that was just a lot of just in case choices. The second main character will be played by me, and he's the only one that I wrote down for that one. The only one who can, really. Temuera Morrison. There's a role I wrote for him. I don't have a character, or I don't have a name for his character yet, but I do have in mind a role for Cliff Curtis as well, for example. Same goes for Taika Waititi, another one. There's another character who I have in mind to be played by Victoria Justice. Some alternatives are Isabella Merced. You know, she was Hawkgirl in Superman 2025. Melissa Barrera, another alternative casting. There's a role I have in mind for James Woods or Jeff Goldblum. Those two are pretty similar, honestly. I'd rather have James Woods, though. And there's not going to be any political agenda bullshit in this show either. So, any freaking SJWs, you fuck off with that. Oh, this is what it really means. Like, fuck you. Alright. Real talk. I think, and I know I'm overly confident, but I think I legit think this could be like the best show ever. I'm not even kidding. It's filled to the brim with swearing, lots of uses of fuck, lots of uses of cunt, other swear words, a lot of graphic violence, blood spurting, all that. Harvey Keitel, another character I have in mind, written with him in mind, but I have Gene Simmons. Yes, that Gene Simmons. Very strong number 2 after Harvey Keitel. And yes, I'm talking about Gene Simmons from the band Kiss. I've got other alternatives too. But yeah, this video will end up being longer. Even longer than the first one. I'm so sorry about that, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed. And I don't think I really have anything else to say. So, yeah. I should, yeah. Alright. Peace out.